Okay, everyone, welcome to another video on the True Gamers Chronicles. Apologize for not putting out content here recently. I've been a little under the weather, but feeling better today. So we're gonna knock out some content. We're getting little creators backlogged here. So much stuff I want to put out. So I need to just embrace this opportunity and let it go. So this video will be about new Negan versus Pamela. As I said in my other videos, I thought new Negan was going to be stronger than Pamela, just because originally they said the way that you get him, is by the same way you would get Pamela, by going to the daily challenges and maxing those. And technically, Pamela could essentially cost more than Ezekiel, kind of depending on what server you play on. Just to give a quick example, this is my survival challenge right now. Radio and grabs. Top score is 117 million. All right. Just for quick math, if you wanted to do 3 draws, like every 10 draws gives you 2 million points. So if you wanted to do 3 draws, it would cost $5. So essentially, 6 million points costs $5. And here you need 117. So let's see, doing some quick math. Then times that by 5. So that's $85 right there just to get 117 million. Because you would need 17. You need the 6 million points, or do the $5 17 times in order to get to 117 million points. So that's just for, at the most, 6, because they changed it to add a Pamela piece there. So that's at the most just to get 6. What is this rewards thing? Forgive me, I'm being a noob. Okay, well, none of that. Oh, it's probably here. All right, so 7. So at the most, you can get 8 for ranking first. So here you spend $85 just for 8 pieces, where for Ezekiel, you'll get 100. For $100, you would only get 10 pieces. So this $85 can go up and down just because depending on what the high score is. This is with just 2 more hours left into it, but I'm sure by the end of this challenge, the score will be higher than 117 million, which means the cost to get first place would have been more than $85 or even $100. Like I said, Pamela probably should be the strongest character in the game, because she does cost, or can cost, more than Ezekiel. But I guess because she can also be cheaper than Ezekiel, they got her right there in second, which is fine. So again, just to recap, the reason why I thought new Negan was going to be better than Pamela is because when they put out information on new Negan, they said you'd be able to get him in the daily challenges along with Pamela. And then they added later on that you can get him in the Strongest Survivor event, which I guess if you add in like the cost factor, I guess makes him cheaper. So he shouldn't be. So after getting that information, I said he shouldn't be better than Pamela. But you would have thought that he would be like miles better than old Negan or OG Negan. And I talked in the last video why that's not the case. So I'm going to be fairly brief here because I did already talk about new Negan skills already. But I'm going to compare them side by side. Please pay attention to like the soft taps. That's like the best way I can show you guys what are going on. I'm soft tapping by Pamela's head right now. So that's what this soft tap looks like. All right, so here we go. As you can see, my Pamela is not maxed because she's very difficult to max. She's only at 5-star, but I'll try to lead you guys to pay attention to the max stat, because I'll be comparing it to Negan's max stats. All right, so here we go. So for Pamela's first skill, she increases defense by, at the max stat, 58% for 8 turns. Now, if you look at the battle logs, you'll see that most fights don't really go past 8 turns. And I think if once it goes to 8 turns, it's a draw, and then you fight again later. Let's see here. And then you're also immune to any status effects that prevent you from being able to attack. So that's also that's pretty invaluable skill. Now let's scroll over to Negan. You're going to increase defense. Well, for Pamela again, you're going to increase defense by 58%, and you're not going to ever be, well, for the first 4 turns, you won't be put in a state where you can't attack. So let's look at Negan's. So Negan's first skill increases your attack by 47%, but it also increases your march capacity. Now, if I'm being honest, I'm not 100% sure how valuable march capacity is. Of course, it seems like the more troops you have, the better chance you're going to win. However, as far as at what percent is troop capacity better than something else, I just don't know yet. So both those skills are going to give A pluses. So let's say a draw. Pamela gives you 48% increase in defense, while Negan gives you Pamela gives you 58% increase in defense, while Negan gives you a 47 increase in attack. So you would say Pamela's probably better than there, but the 780 march capacity is hard for me to say if it's better or worse than not being able to be put in a state where you can't attack. So I'm going to give them both a draw there. Looking at Negan's second skill, the first 3 turns of the fight, giving 3 enemy crews damage and increasing your damage output by 19%. It's a pretty good skill. Let's look at Pamela real quick again. So for Pamela's max on her second skill, she has a 60% chance to deal 230% damage to 1 enemy crew, and then remove a debuff from your own crew, and then increase damage dealt by 13%. So I'm going to say Negan's second skill is probably a little bit better because he does damage to multiple crews. Pamela does it at a higher damage percentage at 230, where I believe Negan's is like at 157. But Negan also increases the damage by 19, where Pamela increases hers by 13. So they're similar, and I'm going to give a slight edge to Negan as far as which skill is better, but I think they're both very comparable and probably wouldn't matter much in battle. Looking at Pamela's third skill, she has one where the first 3 turns of battle, she does damage to 2 enemy crews, 242 at max. And then she puts her own 3 crews in an evasion state, causing the chance to be hit by normal attacks to be, I have a negative 20, which is 1 out of 5 times, but negative 23 is pretty close to 1 out of 4 times, which is like huge. To me, it's probably, if not the best skill, one of the best skills in the game. I'll show you guys later in a battle report I'll show you now. Let's see. All right, so big shout out to Zombie Mom. She already gave me permission to put her in my videos. And I just wanted to show you guys how big of a deal Pamela's third skill is. All right, so you can see here that her Pamela launches the skill Solid Shield, and it gives an evade to Governor, Pamela, and Negan. So all that's in the first turn. This is the second turn. See here, my Governor did Reign of Terror, which is an 80% chance to do 209% damage to 1 enemy crew. The 1 enemy crew that was chosen for to do damage to was her Governor. But you see, he dodged and evaded the damage. So her Governor dodged 209% damage. Crazy. And let's see how many times like you can see dodge. As you can see, like, you almost get the possibility to dodge in every turn because she got it last turn. She's getting it again this turn for her group. Here's one where I dodged an account. So her Negan launched brute force. First 3 turns of battle, 361% damage is dealt to one random crew. So that 361% damage was supposed to hit Pamela, and it did not because she dodged it. So again, that's how perfect, or that's how good the dodge move is and why you need it. Sorry. All right. So again, I already know nothing Negan got beating that skill, but I'll go over Negan's third skill here real quick. All right, so 70% chance to do 179% damage to 2 enemy crews, and then a 50% chance to make yourself immune to these incapacitate, silence, and disarm are just attacks that make it where you can't attack or use skill. So he loses that automatically. I don't even want to spend more time on it. All right, and then the last skill, 80% chance to do a rampage, dealing 115% to 1 enemy crew each. And we'll look at Pamela. She has a 65% chance, so slightly lower chance to do a rampage 3 times, which is 1 less than Negan. And then her max damage output is 101% versus, I believe, the 115 for Negan. But she also has that chance to put someone in a silent state, making it where they're unable to use skills for 1 turn. So I'm going to give that one to her as well, because anything that makes it where your enemy cannot attack or you can evade the enemy's attack, that's like an extra turn that your player gets to stay alive, or that's like extra troops that your player gets to, that crew gets to hold on to. So I'll do a video later probably on battle mechanics and why certain things are important. Like if you would look at what a skill damage does to a crew, and then just imagine not having that damage done to you because they can't attack or because you can't evade them. This is crazy. So overall, like I said before, Pamela to me is way better than Negan, or new or old. But you would think with the new Negan, they would make him a little bit more, I guess, a little bit up there, where there's like a degree of separation between him and old Negan, making him worth like actually going after, and then maybe, if not better than Pamela, as good as Pamela. Well, I thank you all for sticking in for this video. I'm going to hydrate some more, make some more videos. My next one's going to be on vehicles because I get a lot of questions about those. So look forward to speaking to you guys next time. Thanks again. Please like and subscribe. Later.